Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the company you depend upon for all of your greatest needs, Heart Life. These stories are true dramatizations from our fair city's glorious history. So listen and remember, Heart Life, all the life you'll ever need. We take you once more to Old Tunnel, a relic from the bad ages built long before the day of exclusion. You see, the oldest places in our fair city are the abandoned tunnels closest to the surface. And they also house its oldest inhabitants. Dangerous and primal things lurk in these pre-exclusion structures, and deep, biting cold seeps in from the world above. Only the desperate or foolish would venture into these near-forgotten districts without cause and protection. This is where our society was born, where the first mole man ate his first earthworm, and where Dr. Emily Caligari now stalks her most dangerous prey.
I haven't got time for this.
Hello and welcome to the Dr. Montgomery Moore. Oh my God, Dr. Caligari.
Where is he?
Dr. West?
Yes, Andrew?
It's for you.
Thank you.
Now, who could it... Emily.
West. We meet again. Now you're hugging me.
Emily, it's so good to see you.
Did I miss something? Weren't you sending reanimated corpses to eat me last time I saw you?
Oh, that? I got over that ages ago. What's it been, a month? Magma under the bridge, as the mole people say. Oh, where are my manners leaving you out on the stoop like this? Come in, come in. Would you like Andrew to hang up your freeze ray? When he's thawed out, of course.
I think I'll keep it, thanks.
Ah, well, whatever makes you comfortable, my dear. You are the guest. This way. However did you find me?
I never lost you.
A tracking device?
Exactly.
Dropped into my pocket?
Or into your sidekick back there.
Me too! Fascinating. I wonder who else may be tracking young Andrew. Oh, can I get you anything? Coffee? Tea? Algae bars?
West, I've come to... Did you say algae bars?
Yes.
But how? The food shortages are...
Science done. Oh, that will be them. May I take it you would like some?
I suppose.
Wonderful. I'll bring them to the sitting room. Right through here. Make yourself at home.
West?
Yes, Emily?
What am I looking at?
Ah, well, that is the sitting room of the legendary Dr. Montgomery Morrow. Now, if you look to your left, you will find...
In front of me. What am I looking at in front of me?
Oh, the meat wall. That's the meat wall. Here you are.
Suddenly I've lost my appetite.
Really? I thought, what with the food shortages, you'd be absolutely famished.
Damn it, give me one. What is this?
Blueberry.
Where did you get blueberry flavoring?
No, not blueberry flavoring. Blueberry. I inserted blueberry DNA into the algae genome to improve, specifically, the coding that governed taste and scent. I can't imagine why no one's thought of that before.
They're delicious.
Possibly it's the side effects.
Side effects?
Well, I was concerned that the enzymes I used to break up the DNA strands might cause a person to slowly liquefy. But so far so good, right? Emily? Oh, my dear. I could have gotten you the legendary vomit bucket of the legendary Dr. Montgomery Morrow. Though I suppose the heat of your regurgitation will help Andrew thaw faster. Handkerchief?
Please.
Go ahead and have a seat.
So, West.
Please, call me Herbert.
So, West. I've come here today to... I'm sorry, why exactly do you have a wall of undulating flesh?
Do you like it? A simple excitation of stem cells to produce muscle and skin tissue. Indefinitely. That's why it moves. It's always growing. Why it screams, I haven't quite worked out yet.
For the love of God, why?
For Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Yes, it's my working solution for her little cannibalistic hunger conundrum. It'll never run out, you see. She can eat and eat and eat to her heart's content. Well, not hard. Not right now, anyway. Poor choice of words.
She's still here? The monster who ate the science fair gang, who was going to eat me, is here?
Yes, in fact, I could have sworn she... Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Yes.
Elizabeth, Emily's here. Come in and say hi.
No, thanks.
Elizabeth, are you hiding?
No.
Yes, you are. I can see you behind the tapestry. Excuse me, Emily. My dear, whatever is the matter?
I don't want her to see me like this.
Like what?
Like this.
Is it your hair?
Herbert, please.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I don't see anything wrong with you.
She'll laugh.
No, she won't. She's a scientist.
Fine. Just fine. Emily, hello.
Elizabeth, I don't know why you'd be embarrassed. I love what you've done with your hair.
See, I told you, she's laughing at me.
Come now, Emily. Elizabeth is a little...
She's a little head!
bodily challenged at the moment.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. It's so nice to see you. You and your little mechanical spider legs.
I suddenly find myself getting very hungry.
I'd be scared if you weren't so puntable right now.
Ladies, please. Elizabeth, why don't you retire to the meat wall?
Fine.
Now, what brings you by?
I came to borrow your fusion starter flint.
Done.
And to ask for your help with the power crisis.
Ah.
It's just not my area of expertise.
Nor mine. Oh, certainly, I dabble. I've built an interocitor or two for fun. Who hasn't? But really, no one specializes in energy production anymore.
Indeed. Still, between the two of us, I trust we can work something out.
Certainly we could. However, I'm afraid I've quite retired.
Retired?
Yes.
From science?
Yes.
You?
I know. However, one of the promises I made to Elizabeth when she said I could return to the city was that I'd give up science.
You must be joking.
I'm afraid not. She won't even let me cure her of her unending hunger, even though I'm positive with just a little brain surgery, I
Herbert,
could...
no.
It's just medicine! It's hardly even science at all!
Herbert.
You see? No science.
And what about her adorably tiny spider body?
I can hear you, Emily.
I know, Elizabeth.
That? Oh, that's just something I had lying around.
A mechanical conveyance perfectly designed to fit and receive instructions from a disembodied head?
You never know.
All right. What about the meat wall? Or the algae bars?
That's cooking. The culinary arts. The culinary arts. Nothing more.
Look, Wes.
I really am sorry, Emily, that you've come all this way for nothing. Please, before you go, let me introduce you to Dr. Montgomery Morrow. He's ever so interesting. No, I insist. This way. Just down the hall. How's it going, Andrew?
Suppose you could help?
Sorry, Andrew. That would be science. Now, right in here, Emily. This is Dr. Montgomery Morrow. Isn't he the miniature sun?
What?
You want to make the miniature sun. Ooh, I knew it was a good idea.
What are you talking about?
Whisper function.
What are you talking about?
We are going to make a miniature sun.
No, we are going to create a highly controlled, entirely stable fusion reaction.
Oh, potato less tentacled, non-lethal potato. What were you thinking? Cold fusion? Hot fusion? How are you going to catalyze it? Magnets? Lasers? Magnets and lasers? Anti-dark matter implosion? Ooh, the possibilities are endless. Montgomery, what do you think?
A fusion power reactor could indefinitely fulfill the city's power needs. However, Herbert, what of your promise to Elizabeth?
Yes, what of your promise to Elizabeth?
Ah! Elizabeth! My dear! I thought you were feasting on the meat wall.
I am, Herbert, but you are standing underneath an air vent.
Am I? Oh dear. It seems I am. I fear I might be in trouble.
Ooh, busted.
Thank you, Emily. Herbert,
Now, Elizabeth, before you say anything...
you promised, Herbert.
It would just be a teensy bit of science.
What, like the meat wall? Like this contraption I'm hooked up to?
What? That whole thing?
Stop it, Herbert. I am not an idiot. But I let it slide because you were trying. But a miniature sun, lasers!
Mrs. Rourke.
Stuff it, Emily.
But, Elizabeth...
No! You know how you get with science. It's too dangerous.
But what about the city's power needs? Montgomery, tell her the thing you said about the city's power needs.
I tried to stop him, Mrs. Rourke.
Snitch!
Mrs. Rourke, a word.
Fine. Put me on the counter. I'm not talking to your knees.
Do you think I would be here if I had any other choice?
No.
And knowing that, do you think I would deal with West if I weren't prepared to control him?
The last
time he was unchecked. He was by himself. He didn't care about my city. He didn't care about anyone except you.
Your city?
This time will be different. He will be working for the city. What he is doing will be for the good of all. And I will be watching him every second to make sure he doesn't blow us all up.
Every second.
He won't be allowed to sneeze until I double and triple check it.
I don't know.
Then again, once the populace tears itself apart due to lack of food and heat, you can take comfort in knowing that at least it wasn't Herbert West who destroyed the city in the end. Maybe he can make you tiny metal shoes for your tiny metal legs.
Fine. Let me down. Herbert, you may work with Dr. Caligari on her power thingy.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. You won't regret this, I promise.
I'm sure I won't. Oh, and when you're done, make a new body for me, all right?
Oh, certainly. I'm sure I can throw something together that you'll like. Maybe, say, in a week or two?
You already made one, didn't you?
It's in the broom cupboard.
Snitch.
It's fine. When you're finished, all right?
And the brain surgery?
We'll discuss it.
Oh, wonderful! Now, fellow scientists, where were we?
A spherical array of superconductors should be able to suitably compress a hydrogen isotope.
There are some superconductors in the upstairs bureau.
And I can provide a particularly clingy isotope, my own design.
Let me guess. Westium? Herbertium?
Actually, I call it Andrew.
Do not panic, dear policies. Unregulated science is, as we all know, the most dangerous of all the crimes identified by our benevolent directors. However, Dr. Emily Caligari is no rogue amateur dabbling at petty chemistry. She is a prodigal daughter of the corporation who has returned to the official fold, and Dr. Montgomery Morrow has never had his scientific credentials officially revoked. Perhaps, between the two of them, the city's safety may be secured. Can they keep the dangerous radical Dr. Herbert West in check? Will they save the city from this crisis? Find out next time as the story of our fair city continues.